Dark Nights
with Poe and Munro.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're on a game called Poe and Munro. This one I think is going to be either a 4 or 5 part series. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
Dark Nights
with Poe and Munro.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe
And Munro. That gets me every time.
Lucky we're not in the shower then.
Why do girls always get stabbed in the movies?
I think it's a metaphor. Having said that, I'm an equal opportunity stabber.
Oh, pointy. How very noble.
And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? Let me see. I choose an early night. You'll be fine without me, won't you?
You're leaving me, Munro?
Good night, Poe. Good night, August. Sweet dreams.
Munro?
I'm just kidding, Poe. As if I would ever leave our listeners at your mercy.
The lady almost vanished, August. Perhaps I'll have to keep her on a shorter leash. Sit, girl, sit. Good girl.
I bite.
I like it.
And now it's time for dreams and nightmares. Dreams
and Nightmares.
with Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Munro.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro. But that doesn't mean you can change things.
Do you think anyone's listening?
Of course. We're the only radio station in August.
And if you're just passing through, we mean August the town, not the month.
What else are people listening to?
Radio 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each other?
But we have something they don't.
What's that?
You.
Shush, Poe, you'll get tongues wagging.
Indeed. Talking of tongues that wag, we have a caller. Are you ready for a dream?
My whole life.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Whoa, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. and the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird, with a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird, the one that calls me, she's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well,
Wow.
Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so I'm just gonna stop you there.
So her name is Alice.
I've cut the call.
Is that a good idea?
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Help him. He needed help.
Don't encourage him, Alice. These kinds of things must be nipped in the bud.
Are we still live?
Sorry, listeners. This was a very strange call. I hope you'll agree.
Frankie, if you're still listening, I do apologize for Poe. He can get very protective. I kind of get your analogy now.
Do I, Munro? Very well, then. Standing down.
Oh, listeners, we've upset him now. Poe's got all frowny face. What's that?
This? Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm going to kill you.
Oh, wow.
What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
Oh,
So there
jeez.
could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe,
It isn't locked, Alice. People
Yeah.
can just walk in anyway.
They're gone now. What is she gonna say?
you don't have any locks?
I don't think it's necessary.
Poe, do you ever get the feeling the radio station is cursed?
I wanted to look.
No more than the rest of August.
Maybe we should call it a night.
And abandon our listeners? Munro, this isn't like you.
I just have a really bad feeling about this. I think something terrible is going to happen.
Uh-oh. Plot
Alice,
thickens.
I can feel your heart racing from here. Everything will be fine.
I don't think so. Come on, we're alive. I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
You know I'd never let anyone hurt a single hair on your head.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Let's not get into that now. We're back with our listeners in 3, 2...
You'd have been a sacrificial shish kebab if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Poe, that sounds like a great story, but it'll have to wait because we're back with our listeners and more dreams and nightmares.
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
It is Frankie. It is Frankie. What? Cut the call, get her purse, or check the door? Check the door. I think.
I see. And why would you dream about wanting to kill me, Frankie?
It's not a dream, John. I'm coming for you. And Alice.
I don't think you are. I think you're spinning us an impish tale, Frankie. You write your little notes and dream your little dreams, but you're not brave enough to act on them, are you, Frankie?
Poe, stop it!
What are you waiting for, Frankie? We're sitting ducks. Don't worry, Munro. He's just bluffing.
Don't!
I'm not hiding, Munro.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Hide.
What? Well, who's hiding? Have him answer the
Hide.
door. Oh, okay. Who's getting sick? Oh. Oh my. Oh my gosh.
And scene. I hope you enjoyed, fair listeners. Everything you just heard was an elaborate fiction. The first of
What?
many fictional dramas on dark nights with Poe and
Wait a
Munro.
minute. Is he gone crazy? A fiction?
It's done. It was self-defense, Al. We will never talk of this again. Ever.
Let's just go.
Gosh, this is okay. I am okay.
When I was 12, my father died. He was riding his bike to work and he got hit by a bus. A school bus. My school bus. It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything. He didn't move, didn't get up, died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these. Now hold it tightly in your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely will. Finally tonight, police are appealing for anyone who might know the whereabouts of 35-year-old veterinarian Francisco Bilson.
Frankie.
Mr. Bilson was last seen by his wife a couple of nights ago at around 7 o'clock before returning to his office on Chaucer Street. Please contact
The August Police Department if you're able to help. And that's your August update with Poe.
and Munro.
So what's next, Munro?
Nightmares and dreams.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Munro.
Are you okay?
I'm not feeling that well.
But we do have a caller waiting.
I'm sorry. Maybe some other time.
Don't worry.
He
I'll
is so
take this first.
okay with it. Wow.
It's Frankie.
Don't mess with me, Poe.
It is Frankie.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're alive. Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Who is this?
It's Frankie.
How?
Thank you for what you did.
Frankie? You're... What did we do?
You gave me peace. Thank you. I was doing bad things. I've done bad things.
What have you done, Frankie?
Locker number 9 at August train station. Her head's in there. The dogs ate the rest of her.
What?
You've killed someone?
No. I've killed people. The other girl is behind the gym in an industrial bed.
Oh my gosh.
She may be gone now. I liked her hair.
Why are you telling us this?
Because I want forgiveness, John. And because the police will never find me now, will they?
Sorry, listeners. We're going to have to cut to a break. You're dead.
I am dead. You buried me, don't you remember? But I'll be in touch. Soon.
Next time
Whoa.
on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and Munro.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It's Millicent.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
You're safe now.
Oh gosh.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Alright guys, there you have it. We're going to end this episode here. Hope you enjoyed the first installment of Poe and Munro. The plot thickens. I have questions just like you. Hopefully we can find out together what the answers are. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.